Welcome to Your Hunger Satisfied, where we discover what you are truly hungry for and learn to satisfy those deepest cravings so you can end emotional eating once and for all. Do plateaus and setbacks make you question whether your efforts are worth it? Would you like to know a simple shift in mindset help you overcome challenges and achieve lasting results? The other day, I came across a true story about a gold digger that I had long forgotten. It was the story of R.U. Darby. He was a real person. That was news to me. And the story goes that R.U. Darby stopped digging for gold just 3 feet from a rich vein of ore, thinking that the vein had run out. He sold his equipment to a junk dealer who was smart enough to consult a mining engineer who discovered that Darby had stopped just shy of a rich vein of gold, just 3 feet away. And as Paul Harvey used to say, the rest of the story is Mr. Darby ended up learning from his mistake and started his business selling life insurance. Knowing the fortune he had lost because he gave up, he developed a strong work ethic, which was based on a statement that he repeatedly told himself, I stopped 3 feet from gold, but I will never stop because men say no when I ask them to buy insurance. He turned out to be a very successful insurance agent and sells more than $1 million of life insurance annually. Now, as I was reading that story, I began to think about the parallels to the challenges he experienced in digging for gold and the challenges you and I experience in striving to shed those extra pounds. Before we continue, do me a favor and let me know where and when you are watching this video. Today, we are going to explore some of the lessons that I've learned from the story of the gold digger and how I applied it to my own journey of overcoming emotional eating. Some of these lessons that I'm just going to talk about are why what you focus on can hinder or fuel your success, plateaus and how to overcome them, how to see challenges as learning opportunities. So let's get started. Our focus shapes our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, ultimately influencing the outcomes we achieve. Focus is like a spotlight that directs our energy, efforts, resources toward a specific goal. It enables us to channel our abilities effectively, leading to improved efficiency, productivity, and success. However, focus is a double-edged sword. The things we choose to focus on can either hinder our progress or propel us towards success. When I first began my journey of overcoming emotional eating, my focus was on my negative emotions, my failures, not having enough willpower, all the foods that I wanted to eat but couldn't. It was only after shifting my focus that I was able to find more and more success. I was able to get creative in finding solutions to what I could have, to begin to transition from junk food to somewhat healthier choices to healthy choices, the journey. I became more able to process my emotions instead of ignoring and stuffing them down. In the story of the gold digger, he persevered in his journey. The excavation began to yield promising results. The ground became softer. Fragments of gold became more frequent. Unfortunately, the vein dried up. As he tried to find the vein again, and inches were closer to the treasure, exhaustion sets in. Doubts began to cloud his mind, and the weight of the endeavor began to feel insurmountable. His focus began to shift, and he ended up succumbing and decided to quit. Now, how often have we, myself included, in the pursuit of our weight loss goals, exerted considerable effort only to falter after having had some success? This frequently happens when we focus on losing weight for a special event, a reunion, a wedding, or some other occasion. We focus only on the end goal and not the journey itself. We need to shift our focus. Now, as we go along our journey of successful weight loss, and we have some degree of success, we reach a frustrating, ongoing plateau. We face times of overwhelming temptation. Self-doubt begins to set in, and it shakes our resolve to stay the course. Our initial feelings of excitement, determination, and motivation begin to falter. Let's face it, a weight loss journey is fraught with obstacles, challenges, overwhelming temptations, and more. It's easy to question whether the effort is worth it, especially when we don't see the results that we think should mirror our exertion, our efforts. It's easy to give in to the temptation to abandon our pursuit of a healthier self. As we encounter these challenges, we need to realize progress can be slow and setbacks are inevitable, that we must develop persistence and determination to win the war, just like the gold digger should. It's during these times that the gold digger tale offers us a powerful reminder that success requires us to persevere, just as we reach the temptation to give up. It is precisely when we have reached that plateau and feel like giving up that transformation becomes possible. Our weight loss journey is one that encompasses mental, emotional, and physical tenacity. The road to successful and permanent weight loss involves mastering our very being, mastering ourselves. We must learn to master our mind, manage emotions, and develop sustainable habits if we are to experience significant transformation. The road to transformation is rarely smooth. The initial excitement often paves way to the sobering realization that the journey demands sustained effort, patience, resilience. This is where the gold digger's lessons becomes not just a story, but a guiding principle. A reminder that the true treasure lies not just in the destination, but also the journey itself, in the mastery of our mental, emotional, and physical self. It involves the mastery of our habits, ones that sustain our success. It involves mastery of communication, that is, our internal talk as well as the words we use. It's our communication that creates our reality. Darby's story resonated deeply with my own weight loss journey. Time and time again, I found myself on the brink of progress only to succumb to self-doubt and a fixed mindset. Those memory moments of faltering, similar to his story, his decision to halt just 3 feet from gold, became pivotal opportunities for growth. I know I've thought that many times. I know I've told you the story before of when I was working in my cubicle at work. We were all answering the phones, and the boss yelled at me in front of everyone. And I was afraid to say anything for fear of losing my job. I got ticked off at him. I was angry, and I stuffed the food into my mouth very quickly. I had so much food in my mouth that when the phone rang, I could not answer the phone. I could not speak. Up until this point, I had always told myself, when I gave in and ate my feelings, I'm such a failure. But the gold digger story made me realize that it was at that moment that I switched from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. That was the day everything changed. With my fixed mindset, I had an outlook that limited my growth because I accepted defeat rather quickly. I had only focused on failures, setbacks, overwhelming temptations. When I began developing a growth mindset by looking for the lessons, the learning opportunities, by asking better questions, I learned over time to reframe setbacks as learning opportunities. I began to see myself capable of overcoming challenges. I experimented with different strategies. I was now focused on the process and not just the end result. Effort became synonymous with progress. Plateaus became opportunities for experimentation, for growth, to apply persistence and determination. It led to transformation not just in the area of weight loss, but in the way I saw myself, the way I related to myself. The gold digger's tale serves as a profound reminder that success often lies closer than it seems on the surface. When the allure of surrender becomes appealing, remember that the most significant breakthroughs occur when we persist beyond the point of comfort. Now, as we come to a close today, I want you to reflect. Take an action towards your success on your weight loss journey. Take a moment, reflect on a time when you stood right on the edge of a weight loss breakthrough only to be tempted to abandon the pursuit. Then I wanted you to take these steps. Answer these questions. What were the factors that influenced your decision then? How can you commit to nurturing a growth mindset now? How can you embrace your challenges as opportunities to growth and view the effort as a step toward mastery? Last, I want you to reflect on the gold digger's lesson. Imagine the outcome had he forged forward. Apply it to your own pursuit of health and well-being. And I would love it if you would let me know your answers to those questions. Now, if you want help in your journey to discovering what you are truly hungry for and satisfying those deepest cravings so you can end emotional eating once and for all, go to my website, yourhungersatisfied.com, and book your complimentary call. Until next time, make it a joyful week.